it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts, UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I am with you for an Inspire.Create.Challenge and the challenge is our lovely new InColors. So we've got lovely lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Call Me Clover and Blueberry Bushel. They are gorgeous and you can see the lovely ink pads stack and they stand on their side. It's just wonderful. So we've only got until Friday to wait before you can get these. So let's have a look at the card that I'm making today. It's not actually using very much of this. It's mostly using the lovely ribbons. So these are the InColor ribbons for this year. So it's a lovely grosgrain, narrow grosgrain ribbon. It's 1/8 of an inch. I think I'm right in saying it's 1/8 of an inch. Yes, 1/8 of an inch, or in metric 3.2 millimeters. They are gorgeous, absolutely stunning. So that's really what I'm using. And I've already done a bit of a Blue Peter because it does take a wee while to do this. But I'm doing a kind of rainbow of them because they work as a rainbow, because we've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue. So I've just got the Blueberry Bushel to finish. I'm using the ordinary rhinestones, which are carrying over. I'm using the blends. These will be available in the new catalogue. We've had a bit of a problem with shipment and production. But they should be available, possibly not on the 1st, but they will be on their way. Not all of the InColors will be available in blends, and I don't have any of the InColors in blends, but I've managed to match them close enough using our existing colours. So the red is the light cherry cobbler. This is the dark Calypso Coral, dark Daffodil Delight. This is a mix of Bermuda Bay and yellow. Do clean off your yellow, and yellow I mean Daffodil Delight. Do clean off your Daffodil Delight nib after you've used it. And then the Blueberry Bushel, I'm actually using Night of Navy, and it's not a bad match. So all we've got to do is finish off, and I'll very quickly, I've got a Night of Navy still to do, so I'm using the brush end, and all you do is gently add some ink. You do need to leave it to dry a bit because it's a slick surface, so I have prepared most of them. To stick the ribbon down, we can use Fast Fuse, but on the basis that we're losing that, Snail works beautifully. So onto a silicone mat. The silicone mat is a must-have for so many things, but particularly for applying adhesive to narrow strips, because the glue won't stick to the mat, so it's a nice tidy neat finish. And then if you're worried about any bits sticking out, you can just rub those away before you adhere it to your project. So let's bring in our project and pop that down. And I'm just doing this by eye. You could use your grid paper, but because we're putting the gems either side and on top of the ribbon, it's not that vital that they're in exactly the right place or exactly evenly spread. So there we go, and I'm just going to take my piercing tool and just neaten up a couple of little bits that were sticking out. So there we have our ribbon. Then using my piercing tool, I'm just randomly putting gems. I'm trying to kind of fill in gaps, but other than that, it's pretty random. And I'm putting some of them just slightly over. That's possibly a little too far over. It's better. So yeah, just pop them where you think would be a nice place to have them. And I'm doing a mix of small, medium and large. Actually, I probably want that there, and then come in with a larger one for that gap. Then here and here, and as you can see, I'm just randomly popping them down, so it's no big deal. It's just to add some bling, and we do like a bit of bling. Pop there, I think. So I have coloured more than I need, which is fine. Don't mind that. Whoops, there we go. Yeah, so that's those done. Then I am going to, I've got a black mat, which will just help make the whole thing pop. And I'm going to do a sentiment. So let's bring out I just need a scrap of paper for the sentiment. I'm using a sentiment from the Varied Vases, which is the Merry Fish $1 Million Achiever stamp set. And I'm going to use this huge set. It's completely unsullied at the moment. You are simply the best, I think. It would be nice. So grab myself a block, pop that on. Preferably straight and not kinked. Okay, doing this the other way around would be a good idea. So let's pop it down and then pick it up. It's actually much easier to do it that way. So why didn't I do it that way? Who knows? I'm going to go with Grapefruit Grove, I think. I don't want it too in your face. So just open and slide. Don't you love the new ink pad? It's so easy to use. This is just a scrap from making mats. Am I in camera? Yes, I am. And down and up. And it's gorgeous! Love it! Pop that way around. Clean that up in a moment. Right, so where am I going to pop it? I think I'm going to pop it that side. Or am I going to pop it right across? No, I'm going to pop it that side and flag my end. That's what I'm going to do. So, actually I'll just chop that there for the moment, because I think I'll cut that when I've stuck everything together so that it is square. Just take a little bit off the end there and then flag it. So all I do is go up the middle and then in from each corner. So I don't know if you've taken part in the Inspire.Create Challenge yet. We have a great time with it. You can add your projects from pretty much anywhere. There, I think. So you can add them from your own website, you can add them from Pinterest, all sorts. I don't feel you have to have a website to take part, because you don't. And it would be lovely to see some projects using the new colours. If you're not a Stampin' Up demonstrator, or haven't yet been able to get hold of these, or indeed don't use Stampin' Up products anyway, that's fine. Don't feel you have to. Just use colours that are similar to. So yeah, don't feel that you can't take part just because you're not a Stampin' Up demonstrator or a Stampin' Up person. I think sometimes our colour challenges, people are a little concerned that if they don't have the exact colour, we're going to have a problem. We're not. You are more than welcome to take part with colours that are similar to these. You don't even have to use all of the colours. So yeah, just play along. It would be great to see you. So yeah, just have a go. So I'm just wondering if that would be nice with black behind it. I think it might. Used to be indecisive. Let's see what I've got in the way of bits of black that might work. Possibly a bit wide, that's the problem. Or a bit not wide. That's too narrow. Woo! Of course I've taken the backing off. See, it would be so much better if I did these things planning them in advance, wouldn't it? But when was that ever me? No, I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to go with what we've got. So, pop that, oops, a bit further across. There we go. And then from the back, I find it's always easier to get a clean cut from the back than the front, because you can use the edge as a guide. So that's that. Then, once upon a time, I had a new pot of this. It's gone walkabout. Let's see if I've got enough. This is going, well, she says, I do like getting the last out of my glue. That, I think, is probably the very last out of my glue. Let's try this one. I do have a few going at once, just in case of moments like this. Then I'm just going to pop this on the front of my card. From the back. And there we go. Now, we've got a white card base, so don't need to put a liner in, but as I've got the varied vases out, I am going to add a little pop of colour, I think. Actually, I think I'll do that. So, grab one of those and one of those. This is a two-step stamp, so let's grab some more blocks. That will do for that. And that will do for that. Then I'm going to stick with the Grapefruit Grove, bring in a bit of scrap, and then going to go full strength. And I'm not going to ink up the whole of the stamp. Full strength, bottom corner, like that. And then for the inside, just stamp off, and because it's clear, you can line it up and get a lovely little bit of floral on the inside, just as a something, and then that will match in nicely with the Grapefruit Grove stamping on the outside. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It's always lovely to see thumbs ups. Thumbs ups, does that work? But it would be lovely to have a thumbs up. If you don't already subscribe, please do. It's the bottom right hand corner of the screen. If you want the dimensions and information about what I've used, I can't link to these items just yet. I can link to some of them, but anything that's brand spanking new I can't yet because the ordering's not live. But I can obviously mention what I've used, and I'll put the item codes in the description. So if you go into the description bar below and click on the link, that will take you to my website, and it's the first link below. If you want to shop with me during May, remember that for every £25 you spend, you get entered into my prize draw, which is a colour caddy and all of the current, as in to the end of May, core colour families, which is Regals, Brights, Subtles and Neutrals. Most of the colours are carrying over, so it's a brilliant deal. It's over £200 worth of products. So all you need to do is shop with me. Every £25 using the hostess code gets you an entry. If you've got a large order and you use your own hostess code, that's absolutely fine. I will still enter you in. You'll get an entry into the draw for that. If you order any of the Share What You Love bundles or the ink pads, which are also available on early release, then you will also get from me a random selection of retiring DSP, which I will cut down to 6x6. I've got a ridiculous stash of it, so if you order one of the bundles, you will get part of that stash. So another reason to place an order before the end of May. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Please take part in the Inspire.Create Challenge for this month, this fortnight I should say, and we hope to see you again very soon. Thanks a lot for watching.